And now for a major story making headlines across the country. Runaway barges carrying methanol pinned against a dam site in Kentucky. Joining us now for more on what's happening is WDRB reporter Christy Batista. She's live in Louisville. And Christy, thanks so much for being with us. What are you seeing? What more can you tell us?
Well, Andrew, we're actually on the southern Indiana side of the river because you can actually get a much better view of those two barges that are still pinned. We're going to show you that right now. They are pinned in the dam here. Initially, there were 10 that went loose. There were 3 earlier this afternoon, but one of those 2 that's still there is carrying 1,400 tons of methanol inside. But as you zoom into those barges, you can see just how fast the current is. Officials are saying that is exactly why those barges are still there. Now, our crew captured some video of the 3rd barge being removed just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. One of the barges that still is there, again, containing 1,400 tons of methanol. More than 80 air quality samples have been taken so far. Officials say no evidence of health risk hazards has been found. The Kentucky Emergency and Energy and Environmental Cabinet is collecting water samples from actually 5 different locations 3 miles downstream of the Ohio River to make sure that there is no effect on the water here. But they did say that they haven't found any evidence of any of that methanol leaking from the barges. They do have to wait until the water goes down before they can safely get out here and remove these other 2. So if you're not familiar with the Louisville, Kentucky area, back in 2018, there was another barge crash. It happened actually on Christmas Day of 2018, and that took months to clean up. Officials say right now it's not looking like it will take that long for this cleanup effort, but they say today, because it's still, just a little more than 24 hours we're not even 48 hours into this yet. They say it's still hard to tell how long the cleanup effort will take. The Coast Guard is actually investigating this incident, but they still haven't said what exactly led up to this crash, Andrew.
Christy, I'm kind of curious, what's the extraction process, going to be like? They've already done that with one of these barges. What's taking so long now?
It really is the water level, Andrew. They said it's so high right now, and from our video, you can see just how fast that current is, and they said it's just too dangerous for the crews to come in. What they do is they bring the crews out here, and there's a little tugboat that comes through, and they tie they tie onto that barge to remove it. So they have to make sure that the conditions on the river itself are safe enough for those Coast Guard members and those other officials to go in and actually tie up the barge to get it out away from that dam.
Yeah, and that current looks really, really fast. Okay, Christy, in the past several months, we had East Palestine, Ohio, that train derailment there, so many residents concerned about toxic chemicals in their water and in their air. Just last week as well, a chemical spill near the Delaware River by Philadelphia, concerns about drinking water there. Have you spoken to residents? Are they on edge about this, even though from what you have reported, the officials have said, the methanol doesn't pose a risk right now, but are people still on edge?
They haven't really been too concerned. This, unfortunately, has had people come in, and the officials do work pretty swiftly to get these barges out. I will say that the Energy and Environmental Cabinet was at a press conference earlier today, and they said that even if this was a catastrophic event and all of the methanol happened to leak, it would not pose a direct threat for the residents here in the area.
All right, WDRB's Christy Batista there in Louisville for us. Christy, thanks so much. Talk again.
Thanks, Andrew.